What if you could have the focus of a Tiger Woods, the mental determination of a Michael Phelps, or the energy of the Williams sisters? My name is Dr. Rob Gilbert. I'm a professor at Montclair State University. For the last 30 years, I've been teaching sports psychology. And in the mid-'80s, I founded the Winners Workshop. In the area of sports psychology, we study these superstars. And these people will tell you, if you do what they do, if you train the way they train, you could get the results they get. So that's what the Winners Workshop is all about, to teach you how the superstars think, how they mentally train, how they mentally prepare. And once you start doing what they do, you won't just get a little better, you'll get a whole lot better.
I would encourage everyone and anyone to take the Winners Workshop, because it's all, life is all about personal motivation. Rob gives you, the tools that you need to do a better job day in and day out. And that's really what it's all about.
My first experience with the Winners Workshop and Dr. Rob Gilbert was when I was 17 years old. And it really was the epiphany in my life that changed how I thought about what I can do. And people really ask me, where'd you come up with this idea, or what really drives you? I always point back to Dr. Rob Gilbert and the Winners Workshop. That was it.
We're at a really interesting time in athletics, because the people who are working harder are not winning more. The people who are working harder are breaking down. It's the athletes who are working hard and that are working smart, that they're training physically and psychologically. In the next 20 years, we're going to see, just like in the last 20 years, there's been a training boom. There's been a huge interest in strength training and endurance training and speed training. The next big rush is going to be psychological training. And with the Winners Workshop, you could lead the field. You'll know more at the end of one day than 99% of your competition will.
I've been familiar with Dr. Gilbert now and his work for over 10 years, and I have to say that not only is it inspirational, but it has been information that has motivated me in my business, in my sports career, and also in my coaching with my athletes. And many of the athletes that I work with have benefited from the information that's included on the Winners Workshop.
People of all ages, as young as 12 years old, all the way through high school and college, athletes, professional athletes, business people, moms and dads, parents, coaches can benefit from this type of workshop.
The most common phone call I get is, "Hi, Dr. Gilbert, I have a daughter that's a tennis player, and her pro said that if she could just play the way she plays in competition, the way she plays in practice, she'd be on the pro tour." I get calls like that all the time for all the different sports. And when I'm working with athletes, most athletes have a block. Like with that young tennis player, she said, "Well, I'm just nervous." No, you're not just nervous. It's not a part of you. That you've just trained yourself to be nervous. So if you train yourself to be nervous, you could train yourself not to be nervous. "Oh, I just don't have any confidence." No, there's a part of you that's confident that hasn't been trained, that hasn't been developed yet.
Over the last decade, I've had the luxury to train a lot of the top athletes in the world. I've trained over 150 athletes in the NFL, including the New York Giants and the New York Jets. I've trained UFC fighters and Olympic gold and silver medalists. And I have to say that Dr. Gilbert's information and his strategies, I've used those with my athletes, and it's not only helped me to be a better coach, but it's helped my athletes to gain an advantage over their competition.
Who is the Winners Workshop for? Well, three types of people. Of course, athletes, of course, coaches, and also parents. Parents are a key link, because all athletes who aspire for greatness need this parental support. They don't need what we call PGA, the post-game analysis. They don't need parents, after the game or the competition, you're in the athletes in the back seat and the parents are giving all this negative feedback. No, we don't need that. And the Winners Workshop will talk about how to be a superstar parent.
Aside from being a coach, more importantly to me, I'm also a parent, and I have 3 daughters, and the information, it may be great that you're going to use this for yourself or you're going to use this for your athletes, but I have to say, as a parent, this may be the most critical information you get on how to connect with and also inspire your children to be able to know that success is possible and they can be anything they want to be if they put their mind to it.
I've been a head football coach here now for 25 years. As I say, I've had Rob, speak to our team on numerous occasions. I believe he's touched our team. I believe he's related to our team. I believe he's helped our team as much as any guest speaker, as any assistant coach, or as much as I've helped the team as the head coach, just to get us doing the right thing and functioning at a high level.